Your girl not responding to you? Oh, that's because she's tuned in to the NTBS Podcast.
Took us forever to record this week.
DJ Esco.
I blame Mr. Bruce Lee Pants over here.
It's my anthem.
Man,
Terrence want to be me so bad.
I hate how Amazon can't ever deliver a package on Sunday.
Oh, I can get packages on Sunday. So.
Man, they talk about they didn't give me no call, no Nathan.
No Nathaniel.
Nathan.
No Nathaniel.
I was trying to get my AirPod case.
I feel like John got it. Ooh.
How about a Benz, baby? I feel like God, like. I feel like taking some drink right now and pouring it over my niggas. We ain't never turned down.
Ain't no drinks on the table today. Shaking my head.
This ain't gonna get flagged, is it?
Man.
It better not. But now here's my thing. Here's my thing though. Future been screaming for help for years, and we just be like, drop another mixtape.
We just be overlooking it.
I'm dying right now. When you going on tour?
Nah, he can keep that tour.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all.
But yeah, welcome back to the NTBS Podcast. It's your boy T Martin.
Seven's in the building. Episode 7. J. Ron in the building.
All 7s, no 6s. Sorry, Barry.
Wow. Without me, you wouldn't even be there.
Oh,
I had to come first.
frat jokes.
Ew.
Anyway.
So yeah, we gonna get right into the
Y'all ain't even.
Cam
topic
introduced me for me. Sorry, Barry. Well, I ain't.
And
I'm
then
here.
Barry just introduced me for me. Thank you, Barry.
You welcome. Anyways, brotherly shit.
we gonna get right into the topics today because we trying to go to this Just Kanye event. You know he done gone crazy again. But
I don't.
What's
I
wrong?
don't
What's
condone
wrong
us
with the
going
guy,
to
man?
this. I don't approve of this.
Shut up,
What's wrong with him?
He either on drugs or off drugs.
man. The
One of the
Kardashians done gave him that serum.
Man.
He didn't bro. Every time he leaves Chicago, he loses his mind. He went back to Calabasas for a weekend to see his kids, and they
Jordan
gave him
Peele.
They gave him the Kardashian.
Jordan
serum.
Peele.
He was on.
I
that-
now know that Get Out is about the Kardashian family. Thank you for trying to enlighten.
He was just in Chicago last week saying, "Boy, Drake, you want that smoke? What up, cuz? Don't talk about my wife." Now he back. Like
He
bruh,
went to Calabasas for the weekend to see his kids, and they gave him that Kardashian serum
him in the shoot dance though, and
in the Perrier bottle.
that's undefeated. That mean going up all year. That's move.
Y'all boys hilarious.
But okay,
All right,
so
but now
what's
for
the-
though, let's go ahead and get into these topics. So, a lot of music come out, all the time. You like what you like. Some things we don't like. But what do y'all consider a classic? And is there a such thing as like an instant classic?
To preface this topic, music dropped this weekend, and in one of our group meets, somebody the day that the album dropped was like, "This is a classic." So it got us thinking: can you like Jay said, what makes a classic, and how soon can you give something the classic
Title.
the
that
classic
brand.
stamp? What y'all think?
I think it's just for me. What makes a classic is like replay value over time. Like if a year or a year and a half go by, and I'm like, you know what, I really want to listen to, and I can periodically do that a lot with an album, and no matter when I hear it, I really enjoy it. I feel that's what makes it classic. Like. But I don't feel like things can be an instant classic, and that's just me because when certain things come out and it's really good, to me it's just, oh, this is just really good at the time. When I heard Good Kid, Mad City for the first time, I was like, this is a great album, and I really enjoy it. But I wasn't like, oh, this is an instant classic. But now I consider it a classic because whenever I go on a road trip, I listen to it. Sometimes I just get in the mood and I just be like, I want to hear Good Kid, Mad City, top to bottom, like.
Our generation is like members of the moment. So like we feed into a lot of like publicity, news, media, promotion. All of that kind of feeds into like overall how we perceive the album, no matter how you want to say it or not. Like the way the Astro World was like presented to us fed into like our vision of like how we listen to the music, because it was all in our face. You was like, bro, the album gotta be good from the way that they throwing all this money into it, the way that he promoting it before it come out. And when you be members of the moment, sometimes you can feed into that hype, and then like it does die down, and the music actually wasn't as good as it was in the moment when everybody's on Twitter talking about it. Everybody had their opinions of what they like and what they don't like. So if you like Drake and you hear your Drake album and the music's pretty good, you're probably gonna be like, this is a classic. Because that's just your personal preference for your artist.
See, I just think that classic is birthed or is manifested out of longevity, like T was saying.
Yeah.
I like that.
How can it be a classic if it was good this year, but 5 years from now you're not listening to it? How's that a classic?
See, I feel like I can tell when something is a classic, like within my first or second listen.
What album have you called a classic? What album is considered a classic that you've called in the first listen or two?
Let me give me 3 classics off your first listen.
Matter of fact, no. Let's take a step back. Give us 3 classics give us 3 albums you consider a classic in general.
3 albums that I consider a classic
in general
over all of time
since you've been alive.
that has came out since you've been alive.
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay.
I don't even want to give you Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. I know you weren't 4 years old bumping Lauryn
Yeah,
Hill.
I was kind of questioning like.
See that you okay? But I said you said
albums albums you've listened to
since you've been listening to music. Like
yes.
this dropped
since you can actually understand what this music is about.
Okay.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Good Kid, Mad City. I'm going to say Take Care. And 2014.
Forest Hills?
Yeah.
Okay. So any of those in the first listening to, did you consider a classic? Did you listen to any of those like when they first came out? Like off rip?
All 3 of them.
Okay. But were any of those in the instant classic thing? Like you listen first listener to and you was like, yeah.
Yes.
All 3 of them?
All 3.
See, I feel like the word classic and then you actually liking music can get blurred in the aspect of like the first time you listen to it.
I don't think so. Well,
like you can
and
like
of course
it,
I'm only speaking for myself, but
because it's all music preference. Like if you like it the first time you hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is good. But how do you know it's gonna be a classic? Because classic is basically like, I mean, if we want to put it in terms, is overall how society views it.
And it's
I mean, you can have a personal classic, but if we want to talk about just the word classic, it's kind of how society as a whole like takes this piece of work.
I was also going to say it's also very rare that you find an album that is like widely viewed as a classic.
Yeah,
like Take Care is one of those albums that's just like undeniably a classic. And then
I don't believe so. I believe a lot of people don't feel that way. People that I've talked to about music don't feel that way.
I personally like Take Care is like people like really love Take Care, and I'm just like about Take Care. But I do acknowledge that it is one of his probably his best album amongst people. I do acknowledge that and why it is.
Okay, well,
so
what he said first,
can you not like something and still consider it a classic? Is that what you're saying? You still consider it a classic even though it doesn't resonate with you like it does with everybody else?
Yeah, because I like if I can acknowledge that such a wide fan base of people can acknowledge it as something accepted as that, and that they love it, and that they feel like if they're going through anything, that's an album that they go to listen to, or it always puts them in a certain mood. I can
You can't just because you disagree with something, you can't be blind to the fact of how other people feel about it.
Yeah,
like
I think I'm logical enough to realize that. I think a couple weeks ago, I came home and you were just playing it, just getting pre-gaming for Drake. Pre-gaming for Drake.
Yeah, he was in his feelings.
Which that concert was pretty good.
I feel like another thing.
A1.
I feel like another thing, like if you talk about classics, how like an artist can view their classics. If like y'all went to the Drake concert, do you know how many songs he played off of Take Care? Performed off of Take Care? That's another thing. Like, how many songs can you take from a
He played
piece
so
of
many
artwork?
songs.
He played
I really don't know.
Yeah, it's probably like
he got hits. Like,
yeah.
I was like, dang, I kind of forgot about this one, but it is
It's John
a slapper.
You know you got hits when people forget about it, but as soon as it come on, you know all the words.
All the words.
All the words.
Talk about them.
One thing that's
Slappers.
crazy about this topic of classics, though, is I don't necessarily agree with Cam that you can immediately label something as a classic. unless you're speaking just for your personal opinion, but I wouldn't label something a societal classic off rip. But I do feel like after one or two listens, I can tell if something's not going to be a classic.
Yeah,
Like I think I can just
we can
say,
get
like,
to what's ass way quicker than we can like what's actually good and what's gonna stick.
So,
Yeah.
of course, I'm speaking from personal opinion, but I also think as a society, we should be able to label something as an instant classic within the first 2-3 listens.
So this was my thing. Like this came about when somebody that we all know was like, Logic's Young Sinatra 4 is a classic. That's what they said. And when I listened to it, I could see why they would say that, because it reminds you, if you are a Logic fan and you have followed his career, it reminds you of the Young Sinatras. Me personally, I listen to the Young Sinatra mixtapes, but then when Logic started putting out albums, I fell off from liking him. I liked the Young Sinatra, but I didn't like his studio produced stuff. So I could see why they would give that a vibe, but I think that doesn't speak to the strength of Young Sinatra 4. I think it speaks to the strength of those mixtapes that came before it, that this album just reminded you of those.
I prefer Bobby Tarantino, but
See, that's a different definition of classic, though.
And we also should understand like
How?
what's personally a artist classic, like what is a classic in the artist catalog compared to like a overall classic. That's like
yeah.
J. Cole, like for example, I'm a J. Cole fan, so I consider 2014's a classic to me. So, but it's really like a classic to J. Cole, because a lot of people don't feel like J. Cole has a classic.
That is true.
A lot of people don't feel like he has a classic in albums.
Yeah, in album.
If anything, they give a classic to Friday Night Lights, which is a mixtape.
And which I feel like you
called
still have to be on Cole for a minute to even
know.
to like
those.
understand.
and that's like not.
And then
I think
also,
2014 will be viewed as a classic when it's all said and done.
It's 4 years old though.
You still slapping. I mean, we are. Do you feel like the culture is still playing songs from
Okay,
2014?
I'll change what I'm saying. I see what you guys are saying. Maybe what I'm saying is I can identify if something's going to be a classic, because maybe 2014 is not considered a classic now, but I thoroughly feel like down the road when we're 30, 40 years old, we're going to look back on 2014 and be like, that was an excellent rap album. Do you see what I'm saying?
Another
Yes.
thing that you could argue about a classic is,
Damn,
okay,
30, 40 years old.
this is
We gonna be
this,
like, oh, no, that shit was
Jeez.
fun.
this is another thing that makes the idea of a classic is, so we listen to albums like Thriller, like Bad, that didn't come out when we, now granted we were alive when Michael Jackson died, so that could have helped, but like those albums we heard from our parents who grew up with that music, and now we still listen to them. So does a classic have to be like, can a classic be a classic for us? Like 2014, like you said, when we're 30 or 40, we'll be listening to it, but will our kids listen to 2014 for us? So I'm like, dang,
That's a great point.
like, dang, this is,
I was
Especially
thinking
with the
in
way
terms of
music
us,
changes.
because people's ears are so different.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's hard.
It's a classic for
like,
our generation.
for a classic to like
Michael Jackson
those-
he's such a transcending artist. Like, he's gonna touch everybody. That's a different level of artist.
That's why I don't feel like the term
Yeah.
should be used so loosely, because like a classic means like music to like be able to be carried throughout generations.
Like,
Like that's what makes it stick.
for
Like,
instance, I could right now sit here and say Kevin Gates, Luca Brasi 2 is a classic.
yes.
But a lot of people gonna be like, I've never even heard Kevin Gates.
that's
Like,
true.
But that
That
but
album's great.
if I was to say, hey, if someone's like, I ain't never heard no Kevin Gates before, I'm like, hey, go listen to Luca Brasi 2. Personally, just listen to Luca Brasi 2.
the craziest thing is I know that people might be like, I've never heard of Kevin Gates, but then you go tell them to listen to Luca Brasi too. So, bro, John Gotti has so much radio value, and I Don't Get Tired with August Alsina. So I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
get
some people
tired.
have heard.
You feel like Trap Soul a classic, or will be a classic, and for our generation?
Oh, it is.
I think
Yes.
I think it's too close to
Yes.
say. I also feel
Yes.
like, hear me out, I feel like an album being a classic kind of depends on how the artist's career goes.
I was about to say that could be
True.
Like Bryson Tiller's best album.
Yeah, if, like
ever.
if his next album isn't as good as that one, like do we like still hold it that high? Because like
yes,
Yes, there's a lot of people who are one hit wonders or one album wonders.
name
you
some
can-
one album wonders.
I mean, off the top of my head, I can't say it, but like for a fact, come on. Like I'm thinking like from our parents' generation, like my aunt and uncle, I know growing up, they can talk about some artists who I have no idea who they are, but like there's this.
It's that one tape.
Yeah, it's that one tape
that
that they really enjoyed growing up when they were in high school or they were in college or whatever.
We actually have.
And if Bryson Tiller, so people didn't like True to Self, if he puts out another stinker,
does that help? Does that help Trap Soul? If his next album sucks, does that help Trap Soul or does it like hit Trap Soul?
I think it cements it as like.
I think it cements it as a great album because we didn't really like Trap Soul because it wasn't, or we didn't like True to Self because it wasn't Trap Soul.
Yeah.
So this one, we're not comparing to True to Self. We're comparing it once
Back
again
to
to Trap Soul. So it's like, I think now, granted, we've actually mentioned a one album wonder, but that's just because they made a personal choice not to put out any more albums.
Who?
Lauryn Hill.
No, her contract just all fucked up.
Oh, whatever the situation was, she only got one official album.
Yeah, her shit.
Now she got other songs that she's on, like the song with Fugees, "Killing Me Softly." I think that's. I'm pretty sure
the
that's
score.
Fugees.
I'm pretty sure. I think that's the score.
Yeah, like she got other songs, but as far as her, but
yeah.
but people that have put out an album and then busted, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. But one thing I can say, like the way we like view music and listen to music, I still feel like it's heavily like based off of our peers and how they view music. Unless you kind of have like a strong mind, like a lot of opinions that you see online, the way Twitter dissects albums, the way Twitter like talks about albums, definitely like kind of has an effect in the way that we listen to music.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember when we were listening to Scorpion, I was on Twitter and like it was like my whole feed was going along with the album together, and we were giving a review, like
a real time review.
Like,
Twitter and social media has an effect on everything.
It really does. This is a good segue into our next topic of like the effects of social media. Like,
why do you just have jeans sitting on the?
Man, I got the Bruce Lee joints on, and if we go to the event and they tell me I can't get in, I'm an audible to the jeans, and then we in there listening to
a lot of
College Dropout.
To King Coon.
Chill out.
Don't call me Kanye West. Call me Coon.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Kunta Kinte.
I'm about to go enjoy this old Kanye.
Kanye West. And everybody put your shoe on the table. Since we all cooning.
I ain't doing it.
Oh, keep it a G, don't wear no 350 on me.
Hey. I bet y'all.
You got me.
Did y'all wear Yeezys to the Drake concert?
No.
Okay. Was that on purpose?
Yes.
The disrespect.
I wore Jordans, matter of fact.
New Balances.
So weak.
Wow.
I'm so weak.
But nah, for real, let's get into this. Like, why do y'all feel like?
Well, hold on. Let's. So Bari is currently doing a.
I was.
Oh, you was.
You're back.
So you're back.
And we back.
He was doing a. He was doing a hiatus or a what would you call it?
A fast.
Yeah,
a fast.
Let's go with fast.
A social media fast.
Yeah, last week I had a lot going on. I had tests, I had papers, and so I just needed that separation. Also, like we said, social media has an effect on a lot of things. So for me personally, I found myself looking at, some of our pro fights, some other people in the frat, some people that I know outside of the frat that were like taking trips to this place and that place, buying this, that, and the other. And I was like, dang, like all of these dudes got careers. I'm still like, granted, I'm in a whole different degree program. Like I'm getting my master's, but I was still like, dang, like I haven't started my career yet. So I found myself comparing myself a lot to other people just because I was constantly seeing what everybody else was doing. And then the crazy thing is like that mainly came from Instagram. So for Instagram, all you see is what people want you to see. Like they only gonna show you the good stuff.
Yeah, you can tailor your life however you want to.
So
to me,
even though I know that, and I knew that people were being very selective about the things they choose to post, I still took that as like that's their everyday life, and I'm not there yet. So I need to be doing something more. So that's the effect that it had on me. So I had to take a little break, recenter myself. I found out I have a lot of time during the day. Like 24 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
When you ain't got social media to go to.
Yeah, that's the psychological like effects of social
games
media.
on his phone. He went to
be playing games.
I swear I do be playing games on my
I'm
phone.
like, but what is you doing? That boy tapping the phone or something. Don't get on
That's
IG.
so weak.
Yeah.
But yeah, the psychological effects on IG is crazy. Like, I remember talking to somebody about why they had to start unfollowing like IG models, because like in their head they were coming to like their opinion of like the perfect woman was like a woman who looks like an IG model, and that mindset starts to get you to like not even look at normal girls for like what they really are.
Nigga, that was me.
I mean, it was you, but no, it was you. I've talked to somebody else about this too.
Oh,
Like, It's
okay.
not just you, so it's clearly like across
I
the
was just
board.
like,
Yeah, like I've talked to other people about
Me?
this too. Yeah, so you can probably talk about that a
IG
little
models
bit.
don't exist.
Yeah, like you gotta
They're
like
mythical. They don't exist. You
yeah,
never see them in real life.
It like puts them on that pedestal of like, dang, like this is the woman I'm trying to reach. When like
man, these girls like.
they really
Okay, so I did go through like this was in college though. Like this probably was this is probably junior year. I think I just stopped I just unfollowed a whole bunch of IG models because it was pointless and I was kind of forming an unrealistic expectation.
yeah.
But at the same time, I also was like, some of these girls got like thousands upon thousands of followers, but they probably got like at home with a mattress on their floor. Like, so I was just like,
Those pictures always hilarious.
like,
Why is the mattress on the
Like, why
floor?
are
You
you-
ain't got no sheet on it.
Right. Yeah, it just makes you start to look too much at the physical and not even like
Trying to see
trying to
something
see
more.
like what like pick the brain of a woman, because you're already judgmental instantly off of like how she looks. Like, oh,
Yeah.
she not up to par with like somebody that I can put on IG. Like, do I even want to like talk to her or give her that chance?
yeah,
And also, like, you saying something like, do I even want to put her on IG? That IG has the power to shape relationships. Like, there's some people that are out here that have very real relationships going on, but because somebody isn't being shown off on social media, that might leave one person to think like, oh, this dude or this girl is out here trying
Yeah.
to hide me. Like, why
Yeah.
is IG the standard for, like, whether you're posting or not, the standard for if your relationship is real?
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's an issue in itself. Other things that stem from it is like, and this is probably the one thing that I've agreed with what Kanye has said in recent months, year, however long, like since he's been tripping. But the other day, I think it was, what was it, last week, 2 weeks ago?
or it was
Yeah.
this past week or
Yeah, it
so.
was like
a
when he was
week ago.
talking to all these
And he was like,
Twitter and Snapchat owners and CEOs.
Yeah,
What,
he was
hold on,
talking-
wait. T, what he was asking the CEOs?
He be like, may I post this? I'm gonna start hitting y'all with that after we have a
May I
fire
share
conversation.
this?
I'm like, may
May I
share,
post this?
May I share this?
Well,
Yep.
but Kanye was saying,
Consent.
right. But wow. But Kanye,
We're gonna get there.
but Kanye was just saying like the effects of being able to constantly see like how many likes you're getting and who's liking your stuff could be, because like I know for me, before I redid my IG, like there was a point where if I didn't get a certain amount of likes, like I would delete that photo. I was like, this photo,
Yeah, you would
like,
feel some type
this,
of way.
This photo ain't really pop off like I wanted it to, especially when I was used to getting like 300-400 likes on a picture, and then this next one gets only 1 or 2. I'm like, oh, something off in this picture. Like, so I know that I personally dealt with that in the past, but I think it's real. Like, social media just, we put it on such a pedestal.
And social media forms a lot of idiots. Like, it forms people to like get a following off of doing, like, you can do anything, and there's a lot of people who like do dumb things, and they use that
Like you like bump gang.
like
I
bump
think-
gang, like that's dumb.
I would,
But
go-
social media idolizes it because A, people watch it, B, people share it, and people keep feeding into him and liking it and upload and like, and
You got famous off of
yeah,
it.
like
On the flip side, it's been great for like up and coming entertainers though,
That's
true.
or
It's
like
not-
even up and coming musicians.
Social media-
has allowed you to get on without having to have a label.
Soulja Boy is the greatest of our generation. He should be respected as such. He should go on the Mount Rushmore of our generation. Just throwing it
social
out
media.
there.
Mm-hmm. He
Like-
got it early.
like, we're saying that there's a lot of issues with social media,
For our
but
culture.
it definitely,
It's a seesaw.
it's a seesaw. Like, it can definitely be used for good, like Ken was saying. Like, it has helped a lot of people out, and a lot of people have really benefited from it. So it's it goes both ways. It's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? I think my biggest critique of social media, just being like a creative person, I think social media steals or kills originality.
It definitely does.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's-
That's a big issue.
Because we're all about trends. What's trending, like on Twitter? What movement is everybody trying to get on. Like and then you be listening to songs like "Don't Let Nobody Ride Your Wave," but ain't nobody really creating waves out here.
Yeah, like when I really try to tap into my creative zone, I literally try to like stay away from like people who have like amazing creativity, because like I don't want, like, it's okay with, it's a difference between like jocking somebody and then inspiration.
Yes.
In which I don't want the lines to get blurred, so like I don't even try to like look at like people who I like aspire. Like I just want to try to formulate my ideas off of my own mind, and social media allows it so easily. Just go hop on somebody's page. It can be as simple as a caption. Like you already stealing originality because you just stole a caption.
Yeah,
That's true.
And things like that go way further than outside of social media. Like, okay, yeah, it's just a caption, but I mean, like in the workforce, that can be you stealing somebody's words off of paper. Like,
so
all this like ties into our mind because social media is just so heavy. Like, it's in our everyday lives, like all the time.
all right. Well, so okay, this is kind of random because we definitely didn't plan for this at all. But I say we done said there's some good in social media, there's some bad in social media. Let's try to like give our listeners like 3 things they should, like 3 ways they can use social media for good, and 3 like warning signs to social media, or things to try to avoid when being on social media. So like we can start with the I guess 3 like do's and don'ts, kind of, in a sense.
I mean,
Not each, like just collectively 3.
me personally, I just use my social media to show off my creativity. And I like communicating with people. Like, I like getting different perspectives on things. That's why I like Twitter so much.
Yeah.
Like, I love Twitter. Because plus, there's so many memes and stuff. It's just hilarious. Twitter's hilarious to me.
Twitter's the one app I'll never I'll have forever.
Yeah, like, it's just an open forum. There's a lot of dumbass ideas on, like, especially in this climate of like the climate of the United States today. There are a lot of idiots on Twitter. So at this point, it's kind of just laugh with me. So I get a giggle out of seeing how stupid people are.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's actually one thing that I add to that list of like things to like watch out for, is be able to, like, when you're on social media, be able to filter through the BS, like filter through the fake and the real. Like not
and the
every
trolls.
Yeah, like.
Oh my!
Because especially on Twitter, somebody will say something to you and it'll really get under your skin.
I can't
but
say
like
I'm a king troll, but not in the sense of like
just
trolling is getting worse and worse.
Right, and it's getting so much easier. Like Twitter is all about trying to get reactions out of people.
I blame academics for a lot of this. His comment section, like 6ix9ine is to blame too.
Yeah, he's a big troll. He said he's been getting famous off trolling.
But yeah, you gotta learn how to separate the balance.
You just gotta learn how to see through
because online bullying is real.
It is,
and trolling can be seen as a form of online bullying.
Yeah.
Stop believing everything you see on social media.
Yeah,
Yes, bro.
research.
Every time I see something, I'm so skeptical. I go and research before I make any type of reaction on it.
Facebook will have you thinking
retweet stuff,
the world.
Or I go into the comment section and like, because people be fact checking in the comments too. So I be like, okay, like I'm not going, like, this is some BS. Like, so I'm not going.
Everybody started turning up their eyebrows.
If it ain't got a blue check, I ain't even giving it my attention.
Hold on, wait.
Like,
That's another thing. We can't start just because somebody's verified, they have a following. We can't just take what they say at face value.
You also can't.
I think Cam's referring to the terms in like sports and shit. Like,
no, I get that, but I'm saying like,
but also
that's the issue.
But
not this. But
at the same time, you can buy a blue check.
oh, yeah, you can buy a blue check.
You can buy a
To
blue
an
check.
extent.
No, like
No,
no. Like you can literally
buy one.
go
You
to
don't-
Twitter, like hit up Twitter or IG and pay for it to be verified.
You'd hit certain criteria though.
You
Either
can
I
buy
just
those
looked
too.
by it.
You can
I
buy
just
those
looked at
too.
this the other day.
Yeah,
You can buy those too.
Yeah, you could buy followers.
You can buy followers to buy you a blue check.
But they,
now you verify.
But Twitter been getting them bots up out of here though.
That's good.
Oh yeah, so many accounts done been suspended or banned, whatever.
Oh yeah.
They've been getting on it. But I mean, yeah, just be able to filter through it. Also, use social media to do more than like just post. Like if you got a good social media following, use that for some good, like inspire somebody. Or if you got that idea in your head, use it to like get that off the ground. Like even if a lot of people don't mess with it for real, like T, I'm pretty sure you probably just one day started just putting pictures that you took on your social media.
Yeah.
And then boom, next thing you know, while we was in T-Town, like, and I know he's trying to rebuild this back in Dallas, but while we was in T-Town, T was like, one of the main people to go to get photos if you need a graduation or anything like that. So like that idea that you got in your head, let social media like help you with that, and then your friends gonna help you. Like they gonna amp you, you know.
Get out.
Yeah, like that's how it's always been for me. Like when I do use social media for like my photography and stuff, it's always been about me just using it to expand my clientele. Like that's how people see my work. Like
I was just cheesing at the camera.
So yeah, I mean,
dumbass boy.
let social media, if you do it the right way,
Get outside. Get outside of IG, Facebook, Twitter. Like make a LinkedIn. Like start building a network. Like it's
Make a
more to
LinkedIn.
social media than like posting pictures on IG and then tweeting like dumbass shit. Like make a LinkedIn. Add your experience on there. Look for a job. Like look for other opportunities outside of your job. Hobbies that you can get paid for. It's way more things that you can like leverage social media to do than just like waste time.
Yeah, that's one thing that I definitely was gonna say. I was gonna say, and then to like piggyback off of that, like I was definitely gonna say, try to remember that there are still some companies that will go to your Twitter, that will go to your IG.
Yeah, personal
like-
branding.
At least make it private.
Yeah, or
Facts.
yeah, at the very
Don't
least,
use your
if you-
real name.
like if you gonna say, like if you gonna dedicate your Twitter, like especially Twitter, because Twitter just is Twitter. But like,
Yeah, Twitter gets
Make
you fired
sure-
in a minute.
make sure you be smart about if you're gonna dedicate that to just like saying some off the wall stuff or like girls that got Finstas. Like, make sure it's very hard to find those things.
Finsta got me weak.
Like, don't link your Finsta to your real account.
Hey, you got your normal account. You got follow my Finsta in your bio.
Like, don't do that.
We notice you now.
Can dudes have Finstas?
No.
Yes.
We just gonna for the
KD
most part we just gonna say how we feel.
KD got plenty of them.
Shut up.
Yeah, he got fake Twitters.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. So
I
he
mean,
got-
I get-
so
I
he's
get-
got fitters.
Yes, a Twitter. If I had a Finsta, I'd just post memes on it.
No, I was about to say, a dude can have a Finsta.
Huh? Yeah, I
Yeah,
just post
I
memes
mean,
on
A
it.
dude can have a Finsta.
I mean, but I don't think it would be in terms of Finsta though, because I don't think we would post things about ourselves. We would just like post memes and shit.
Yeah.
Like I know I feel like that's what I would do.
Yeah, I don't think it would be in the same way. Like the very few Finstas that I've seen is like a girl. Like, I've only seen girl Finstas, so the few that I've seen, it's like an opportunity for that girl to post whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a little bit more risky.
Like, I remember
from
I
what I've
didn't see
Twerk videos, they actually post their boyfriend on there.
No, like I didn't seen this one.
What?
I done seen one girl. Wow,
Left turn.
I done seen one girl actually like take a picture with her tongue out and her mouth wide open, and then she edited it to put like kid emojis like in different shades like on her tongue. I was like,
Hey,
bruh.
get it how you live. She ain't. But hey,
Express that creativity on
man,
the dark
look-
side.
On the dark side.
Look, I'm
man,
just.
on them fences. Man, got them fences ain't living in their truth.
Right.
Aw,
Put it
Yeah,
on the
man.
main page.
Man.
Nah, put it on the mat. No, I'm just playing. I guess the fence is living in your truth, but you got to do it smart. Living in your truth smartly.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes
Let that. Let the
I'm not
freak out
against
on
the fence, though.
Let the freak out.
I
on
mean,
the
I
fence.
just wouldn't have one. I ain't got nothing to post that I feel like I
Nah,
couldn't
nah.
I
post.
wouldn't post them on
Nah, I just posted my memes in my IG story.
Yeah,
Right.
Sure, that's what Tumblr
another
for.
outlet.
Yeah, I do. I need
used
to get back on Tumblr.
I used to mess with Tumblr heavy.
Yeah, Tumblr used to do.
I'm going back to tag.
I'm going
Boy,
back to-
get out of here! There ain't nobody on tag. Nobody on tag
Yeah,
no more. On Bebo.
Yeah, MySpace making a comeback.
So
Man.
many
No.
social media outlets are like come and go. That's crazy.
You know how long
RIP
it's been since I've had a MySpace app on my phone? I don't even think I've ever had the MySpace app.
I've
on
never
my
had the
phone.
MySpace app. I think
MySpace
there
got an app.
I don't know.
No.
MySpace got
I
an
think
app?
they do.
Hey, shout out to Tom. He got out of there on the
Yeah,
right note.
Tom on Instagram.
He's the
now.
biggest finesser.
Tom on Instagram now.
That
Like he
boy,
a part
that
of
boy ran,
Instagram? Or he just on it?
that
Yeah,
boy
he just
ran
on it. He
MySpace.
just on it.
Oh.
He ran MySpace worked out, and
He
then
still got that same
rolled up
profile
out of there.
picture?
Yeah,
Nah.
I think it is.
The same white shirt. The white shirt
No,
pic in
there-
the classroom.
There isn't a MySpace app.
Oh wow, there is no. So MySpace has died. It's like it's that dead.
Has it not?
I mean, he sold it for a
Or-
few
or-
million,
Go to
and he
MySpace
living.
No,
right now.
Actually, I think they've tailored MySpace more towards music.
Music,
now.
yeah.
They have.
But-
But you still, you can
but
still
nobody.
have an app.
Hey, we got a song this week, like in the middle.
No.
We
I
got
mean,
no
we
song?
can because I got a song.
You got a song?
Yeah.
Count. What's the song?
MySpace still exists. It
I'm
is.
just saying they don't have an app.
They don't have an app.
What's your song, T?
Hold on, I'm gonna find it. I can't tell y'all what it is.
But yeah, man. So thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna go to a quick song. But while y'all are here, the NTBS crew is getting into vlogging. So whenever we go to like cool events as like a crew, or maybe like even half of us is there. Like Cam and Terrence actually went to the Drake concert this past week. We're gonna be throwing up vlogs, different type of interviews and reviews. So make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel at the NTBS Podcast.
Facts.
Big facts.
We'll also be posting like, I wonder if our followers like the little clips that we give. Like, they don't have to watch the whole podcast like at one time. Like, they can just go to like IG or Twitter and see like the little.
Do you have the song yet?
The little clips.
It got some good feedback.
I like it.
Like people were commenting because I made sure to clip some funny stuff. I mean, it's always funny, but I got some of the best clips.
Jay full of himself like usual.
I'm not. Man, play this song before I start rapping.
Ew.
Before I start freestyling on the beat.
Nobody asked for that.
Man, shut
Yuck.
up.
I'm finna Dougie Fresh in this hoe. Come on, bro.
What the heck?
Man, shout out to my little Brody.
Who?
Who your little Brody?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what's coming here.
Oh.
Shout out to little brother KP.
Oh.
This is NCMP Shake and Bake.
A delicious crispy smell after the race. It's not
Yeah,
your
buddy.
tailpipe. It's a little bit of shake and then bake. Shake and bake. That's our nickname. Get used to hearing it. And Ricky Bobby wins with Calvin Jr.
Up them poles on them, birdie.
Two dope coupe with the wings on it. Woo! Middle finger up with the ring on it. All leather seats with the cream on it. Crossbody band with the preem on it. Woo! Frizz on my chest, this be long. Look at the tennis, these VVS stones. We made some racks on the road and we bringing it home. Rockstars for life, yeah, we back to the bone. Tryna go cop me a Tesla. Shorty pull up, I'm a blesser. I ain't really into giving lectures. I'm just tryna teach you niggas lessons. Shout out to God for the blessings. We getting money, no question. I be that nigga who drippin'. Walk in the club to a whole fucking section. King of the youth, I'ma never go old. Keeping it solid, ain't shit getting told. Ain't worried about no nigga, you know I'm too bold. Ain't stretching my money, you know it can't fold. Two dope coupe, chopping off the roof. Pocket full of hundreds, and you know them bitches blue. Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake. Woo! Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake. Yeah, two-door coupe, got two bitches in it. Bought the shit, I can never rent it. Barely touch the money and I spend it. Young Telly got gifts to these women. Shorty said she wanna have my children. Looked at her like, ha, baby silly. I run out of breath when I'm chasing this bag, but I swear I won't let this shit kill me. Tryna go cop me a Porsche. NCMP, yes of course. Love my man, think she's so gorgeous. Most jiggy, I need an award. Trophies. Most of these niggas, they fake. Caught mom's a new house on the lake. Nobody can hang on my stuff. That's why I be like shake and bake. Rockin' these Van like they sneakers. Young OG man, I need me a beeper. Sorry, I only do songs with V8, so please do not ask me for no feature. Big body, Benz with two baddies. One a white girl, her name Maddie. Damn, it's a shame, so she can't say my name, so she better off calling me daddy. Two dope coupe, chopping off the roof. Pocket full of hundreds, and you know them bitches blue. Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake. Woo! Shake and bake, shake and bake, shake and bake. Yeah.
Well, y'all ugly. Like, I don't know if y'all knew that, but golly.
Hey, it is what it is. Somebody think I'm cute.
Hella debatable.
Somebody think I'm cute.
All of God's children are beautiful.
Oh my god.
Hey, can a baby be ugly?
Yes.
You ever seen an ugly baby?
Yes.
And I can't say
Man,
for sure.
God
if
don't
I've
like
ever-
ugly. Y'all wrong.
I can't for sure say if I've ever seen
That
an
karma
ugly
gonna
baby.
catch up to
I've
you.
seen
have.
an ugly baby.
That
What?
karma gonna catch up to y'all ass. Keep talking about people babies.
I'm not talking about. Well, I was gonna talk about that baby, but they
Baby gonna
deserve
come
it.
out looking like a little gremlin.
You said they deserved it.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not going that far.
Said that
think-
baby deserved it.
No.
Not the baby deserved it, but the family deserved it.
I wholeheartedly
The
think
family deserved it because they ugly.
I wholeheartedly think a baby could be
There are
ugly,
some ugly individuals,
bro. Because look,
on the inside,
Bro,
of it.
everybody
Well,
not
on
cute,
the
bro.
outside too.
bro. Because look at this. The baby itself can be ugly. That don't mean it's gonna be an ugly person when they grow up. When they grow into their
But
head,
it's
or
an
they
ugly
grow
ass
into their
baby.
teeth. Like,
Oh my god.
Bruh, and everybody, I don't know why we trying to be nice. Like, everybody cute.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
Like, everybody's not attractive.
What are y'all talking about?
to you, to me.
Man,
To
you
me,
just said-
everybody's not attractive. To me.
Oh my
Man.
goodness. So
Speaking about attractive people, so
What?
I'm finna preface this. Y'all ready?
No.
So based off of like the good feedback we got last week, we might try to like incorporate some type of topic more centered around your communication with your partner or somebody you're involved with. So today,
Yeah, we think we might. I'm sorry. We think we might have like a segment that's real short that where we give some type of sexual awareness or sexual education.
and,
That-
did, what,
like
and
sexual education while he eating a cookie.
chill out, dog. Barry in here eating this Publix death cookie, this Kroger death cookie. You know,
Diabetes.
Hey, you know them sugar cookies. They be the sugar cookie is still dry as hell, but the icing be saving it.
Right.
The icing hella moist.
But that's one of the worst
I
words
hate that
ever
word.
created.
Moist. Those cookies are delicious.
But anyways, also we need to preface this by saying all this is kind of coming from the men perspective, and like we kind of talking to the men folk out there because we really can't speak for a woman because we are not a woman.
But that's why we are the NTBS podcast.
Exactly.
But we will get some women on here, like for a guest, one episode, so that y'all can get y'all's opinion off.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gonna-
it's gonna be hard to find that woman that can be our spokesperson, but hopefully she here with y'all.
Nah, I know who it is.
I don't know.
She gonna keep it a
Sometimes
she gonna
women
keep it
be
a
out here
thou-
being weird too.
She gonna keep it a thou wow.
When we find out,
we need
who,
a Remy Ma on
when
here.
we find out who that person is, we're gonna have to let y'all know what her social media is, so that y'all can like
Y'all can drag
y'all
her
can be like,
if her
chill
comes
out.
in.
no, not so you can drag her like leading up to it. Y'all can send her like, hey girl, mention this. Tell them that we
I know
don't
who
like
it is.
this. Like,
We'll
Nah.
talk about it off camera. Oh yeah,
We're gonna put it through training.
yeah.
She got to be interviewed first.
Yeah, she gonna represent y'all very well. Hopefully.
anyways, T, what you got to say about this? Like, what are we talking about exactly?
I think we're just going the route of how to communicate. I guess this could be for both, but communicating with your partner if the sex is not up to par, and sexual compatibility, and like, does that matter in a relationship, or can you look past them?
So coaching.
Yeah, coaching, and can you look past like
Okay,
some average?
say you laying
sex-
down the like meh sex. How would y'all
The
want?
meh?
How would y'all want to be approached?
It's
Like,
a
how do you?
I want a girl to tell me that I did not satisfy her. Like, don't be so blunt to where you like, hey my nigga, that shit was trash. Like, don't.
I would be like, my pride.
That would hurt my pride. But you,
I'd be like, I'm just gonna stop fucking with you now.
but you
So
could,
now,
but you could be like,
Hurt my feelings.
you could be like, I mean,
still
that,
beat.
that time didn't do it for me.
Hit his idiot.
Yes,
Still beat. Stop.
No,
but I'm just saying, like, a girl can literally be
I'm
like,
playing.
hey, that time it just didn't do it for me, and then I'm gonna naturally ask like, okay, what could have
Yeah.
been
Are
better?
girls
Like,
naturally that nice nowadays?
No,
No.
definitely not.
But see,
She probably just gonna stop fucking. I
9
feel
times
like,
out of 10, girls are not gonna say nothing.
I
They just
hear a
not gonna
good
let
point
you go
coming.
a pack.
but it's kind of hard for us to talk about that because in our situation is we always in our head we always like, let's always give her enough meat to where she say, I let him smack again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like man sex, she not about to let you smack.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we make sure it ain't meh.
Yeah.
But if you get man, how would you want to be told?
I get-
Tell me it just didn't do it for you.
Yeah, that's a good way.
If the first
On a
time,
scale
was
of 1
wrong?
to 10, what is meth? Like, is this
Like a 6.
is this a 6?
A
6. I was gonna say
Like,
5
is
and
meth
under.
passing?
No.
No.
Nah.
it's tolerable.
Meth is like
No one wants tolerable sex.
Meth is like she's contemplating having sex with you.
A C is tolerable. Is meth a C?
A C is not tolerable. In
A
sex.
C
Bruh,
is tolerable.
This
C
gonna
is
be
passing.
This gonna be my rate. It's trash. It's meh. It's good, and then it's great. That's my boom.
So
boom,
trash
boom,
is
boom.
an F.
Trash is an F. Meh is
It's
like a
D, C minus D plus.
yeah. So you pass, but she's still contemplating like, are you really smart?
At that
Good.
point, she factoring in everything about you as a person.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. It's
my
like it's
God.
his personality.
Is
Like,
he cool? Like, how do you?
can I hang
dress?
out with him
Like,
after we have sex? It's kind of like okay, like we can let it ride.
And then like okay,
B is like, okay, she might call you like when she wants something.
one thing that could be really
A is like, damn, I'm trying to get married.
hey, one thing that could be really confusing about
I'm
men.
crazy. Sneak into his bedroom type shit.
One thing that could be really confusing
Insecure is
about
so hilarious, bro.
about man sex is like, what if the sex was man, but like if this girl was worthy, you ate her box to a great level. So now she confused. She
Wait,
like,
what does worthy mean?
I think this goes into.
this goes into whether
I think this
or
is the
not
overall
you trust
rate,
this
though.
girl to put your mouth on her cat.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Repeat the
how
question.
How do we get here?
Because I said man sex could be confusing if the sex itself, like penetration, is actually
No,
like,
I'm not talking about that.
man.
I'm talking about the worthy part.
Because he asked me, what does worthy mean?
Because he said
You're not about
worthy
to-
enough to eat the box.
Just like girls ain't gonna suck everybody's dick, guys shouldn't be putting their mouth on every single pussy you come
I
in
agree.
contact with.
I didn't hear the question at first.
So do you look at the box and be like, yeah, that one's not worthy.
I think you base it off of the girl.
Yeah.
Oh, you based it off the girl? Okay.
Like,
I thought it was just like a visual thing.
like, bro, let me tell you something. Like, no, Because
like-
here, take this for
Your
example.
box ain't aesthetically pleasing,
Nah,
so I'm not about to eat
I
it.
don't like
take
the
this-
way it looks.
Take this for example. You meet a girl at the bar and you go back to her spot, but then you walk in and you see her bathroom and her kitchen is absolutely disgusting. So now you
Oh my
question.
God.
You question how you slide up out of here.
Oh.
You question how we go get some
like-
how we gonna get some
like-
Clorox to clean up.
Like, or little subtle
Ooh.
things that you just like, or a girl who like wanted to have sex with you, but like when you first met her, she was like, I'm on my period. But then as soon as she gets off, she's like, let's have sex. And so you with having sex, but you're not about, just because it's still so close to when she just
Yeah.
stopped bleeding, you're not about to go eat the
You ain't
cat.
finna go eat the cat. You gonna come out looking like a damn.
What
an
if her
ink pen
kitchen,
never
bled
even
on you?
what if
thought
her
I've never-
kitchen dirty, but she got good hygiene? Does that make a difference?
No, that's a balance. That's like saying you don't stink, but your teeth, you ain't brush your teeth. Like what?
What?
Two
He
different.
said-
Wait, what did you what?
He just said, "What if her?"
said-
repeat what you said.
She got
Like-
good hygiene, but her kitchen dirty.
Okay, that's like saying I don't stink. Like my body's clean, but I didn't brush my teeth. Like that go hand in hand.
No, it don't.
Yes, it do.
Why would your
The
kitchen
kitchen
be,
is not your body though.
but why would your kitchen be
Why's your
dirty
kitchen dirty?
and
Maybe your kitchen's just dirty. Y'all
Define dirty.
dirty?
Like,
If you
what's
come,
dirty?
if you're
I'm
gonna
not
have,
talking about you got
no,
to
listen,
dirty,
no,
though.
no,
What's
listen.
dirty?
If you're
What's
gonna
dirty?
come over and allow somebody to come into your presence, why would you have your room dirty?
This isn't your room.
It's your
No.
kitchen.
It's your kid. That's the first thing they see.
That's fair. I see what they're saying now, but like, what constitutes as dirty? Like, what if it's like a couple dishes in the sink?
That's not dirty. I'm talking about
That's not
dirty.
dirty.
Like
He
you
said
wouldn't
dirty.
you wouldn't feel comfortable cooking in that bit.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You like, oh God, like you walk by the kitchen, you look in your head, you like, God damn. You like, what the fuck going on with it?
When you start putting the dishes on the side,
Yeah.
because they can't fit, no more can't fit in there.
That's trifling.
It is
Man.
trifling.
Oh.
Trash overflowing. You got the Kroger bag sitting on top of the trash can. Like, just take that shit out.
Oh
man.
my
Like,
God.
But for like active coaching while you're having sex is important. Like if you put her in that position, I feel like if y'all are having sex and like she doesn't like something or you don't like something specifically, I feel like you were saying, like there's ways to preference things and like say it without it being so harsh.
Yeah.
Especially like in the moment, because like you don't want to like kill the moment.
Yeah, because one thing that like to go like you should be able to tell somebody, I don't want to be in this position no more. But though you don't have to say that about like this position. You don't have to say anything negative. You just, as a girl to a guy, we find it very attractive if you like fuck me like this. We like, okay, let's get it.
But I think-
even sort of go ahead.
I think the part of like women being like rude about it is just because like some dudes be like thinking they putting it down and like talking their shit, but really not doing nothing.
That's why we.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
what
we
I'm
said
saying, like,
last
even more
episode.
so-
Cut that communication shit out, guys. Grow the fuck up. Stop asking this girl if your dick is good. Stop doing some shit like that.
She'll let you know. She'll let you know.
She'll let you know. Like, stop doing that shit. That's
She'll
not
let
the
you know.
type of communication we talking about.
Just do every now and then. Do you gotta like just ask like, "Hey, was the sex good?" Like, do you ever just ask, "Hey, did you enjoy the sex?" Or is that
No.
weird? Is that weird? Or
I feel like
or
this
if
gets,
you-
this
or-
gets into the point
or
of
if
is this
you're
your
really-
partner or is this somebody you're having sex with?
But what if it's not? Okay,
feel like
let's
that
go
matters.
both. So
I
I feel like in a relationship
In a relationship, it matters.
that
'Cause
matters.
this is
But what if
longevity.
it's someone? Well, I guess it would. You really don't need to ask that question if it's
But-
someone
but
that you're
If
casually
it's the
having
first
sex with
time,
all the time.
then no. If it's someone that you're consistently sleeping with, then yes. If
But-
it's someone that you're in a relationship with, then yes.
I feel like if you're casually, consistently sleeping with this person, the sex is obviously good.
It's good, yeah. Like, why are y'all doing it?
It's just like you're asking as like a courtesy.
Oh, like a checkup.
Yeah. Just
Like, it's just that every now. You
But
know
see,
how every
I
now
feel
and
like at that point, if you're asking, that's like a. Is there anything else that you want to do? You wanna
That's what
try
I was
something?
saying.
You want to switch it
You
up?
don't
Like,
ask
what's
her
going on?
directly. Is it good? You just like. Is there some things that you like? Cam said. Is there some things
Bro,
that you
it's-
want to try? Like,
you know how
Yeah,
if you be using an app a lot, every now and then just randomly send you the little survey. You want to like rate us now? That's exactly. That's
We got
exactly.
the
how
iMessage. I
Yeah.
mean, had the sex been good?
Yeah.
Any position you want to try, just leave a response.
That's right. You gonna?
But
Can you?
I don't know why, but that just made me think of Netflix. Are you still watching?
Are you still watching? No, we fucking.
Hey, imagine off topic. Imagine if Netflix like watched everything that like it puts out, like it's actually watching us.
Like,
all the
could you-
stuff Netflix saw.
Could you? Or
Wait,
also,
what?
could you imagine like so like your phones are constantly like listening to you or like potentially like especially with these exes. The camera's always got to be on.
Yeah, to,
so
like,
like
know.
to
Yeah.
catch her face. So like imagine Netflix, like you got a smart TV and it can have like, say a TV had like webcam capability,
And
so like
Netflix was like a Alexa.
yeah. So Netflix is watching you, and so instead of asking, "Are you still watching?" it,
Oh, you
you turn
trash.
around and it'd be like, "Y'all motherfuckers nasty."
Oh, you really in that ass? Huh?
Oh, y'all fucking.
Get in there, get in there.
Man, hell no. I'm gonna get rid of all of it.
That would be hilarious. Like,
But do you feel like you can be going into a relationship? Do you feel like you can be too sexually experienced for a person? Like, do you
So
feel
are
like you can be not sexually compatible with somebody, or you not like be able to coach them?
like
You know what I
matching
mean?
your freak.
In practice, no, but I can see how that would be a barrier to somebody.
I
Yeah.
think this goes back to the point that I was like, I don't know if it got asked on Twitter, but I think this goes back to you should be able to have healthy sexual conversation like with an individual and then not automatically go to, oh, this person's trying to have sex with me or anything like that. You should be able to like just the same way that you talk about differing opinions in like sports or politics or anything like that. Have that conversation about sex and see different ways of thinking. So with
I think that would open the floor to like men being able to please women more and women being able to please men more, and like just knowing what we like, because a lot of times I feel like people are kind of just guessing,
and then also I think
Yeah.
or they're going off the
And everybody doesn't like the same sex.
Exactly. So I think being able to have those conversations, just like you would teach somebody like how you like to, affection to be shown to you. Like maybe you don't like texting, but you like FaceTiming, so you would prefer that person while they're getting to know you. Like have those conversations openly and in a healthy manner to where if you do decide to go there with each other to have sex, like they know what you like. Or you can save yourself a lot of time and a body by saying like, okay, I don't like to be choked or have my hair pulled. Or some girl might be into BDSM and like for the dude that's just too much. Or for the girl, like she's like, a guy likes to do BDSM and a girl's like, I'm not with that. So now you just know like we don't need to talk no more.
Yeah, it's about communication. Because
Yeah.
like
I think
matching your inner
one-
freak is all about just communicating and saying, like you were saying, putting things on the table ahead of time. So when the time does come, it's not like I'm caught off guard
Now-
and now I'm uncomfortable because we didn't even talk about this.
Now to be an advocate for the women out here, because I could see a lot of women like listening to this and be like, man, hell no. There are a lot of weird niggas out here So, I mean, it definitely comes to like the maturity of the dude that you talking with if you feel like you can even have that mature conversation. Because some dudes you bring up sex to and they automatically thinking like, oh, I'm about to fuck.
If you can't have a conversation with a dude about sex, if you're sexually involved with them, or even if you're not, stop fucking with them.
Like,
that's dumb. Like, we're too grown to not be able to talk about sex, especially if it's somebody you're involved with. Like, why are we doing this if we can't talk about it?
Yeah. I'm definitely not saying like on a first date, sex should be worked into your first date conversation. No, I'm not saying that at all.
But
unless the woman brings it up first.
Well, yeah, for sure. For sure.
So a guy can't bring it up first.
Look,
no, I'm all about I follow the woman's lead.
You got to follow the woman's lead because, like I said, there's a lot of weird niggas out here. And I think T has a lot of weird nigga shit that he would like to address.
So there no weird women out here?
There are, but we advocating for the women right now.
I'm coming from, we got to speak to the men right now because as of lately, not as of lately, as of forever, we just don't pay attention to it. But because of social media.
Since the beginning of time.
Yeah, since the beginning of time. But just because of social media and you can digest so much, like very quickly, there's a lot more spotlight on sexual harassment, sexual assault, especially against women. So I think I finally get the whole men are trash because like men are fucking trash. Like, and as I think we're pretty like smart individuals, so as men, we just need to advocate towards other men like, hey, stop doing this weird shit. Like that shit's not cool. Because that's the only way things are going to change. Like men have to tell men, hey, stop that shit. If we see
we let too much shit fly, like that we like behaviors that we actually see like in our faces or like on social media that we let fly that definitely should like be stopped. In
because we always have this bystander mentality, like the or even in effect.
Public. If you see women getting harassed, like step in because in a situation like that, a woman can be defenseless. So sometimes they just need somebody to step in and be like, hey, you need to chill out. Like what you doing? Like,
and everybody didn't grow up in like a safe like home to know that like this is wrong. Like some people literally don't know like when you're doing wrong. Like so until somebody brings that to the table, like yo, like that's not right. Like you shouldn't be doing that. But like if you grew up in a home and that's what you saw, like you might think like that's okay or that's normal because that's how you were raised.
I just want men to get out of the mindset of a bystander, like the bystander effect mentality of you see some foul shit happening, whether it be on social media or in person, and you just think, well, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but that's not my business. Like, I understand not wanting to get in nobody else's drama, but at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I know dudes that actually are good dudes hate when they meet a woman and she automatically thinks you ain't shit just because of her past experiences.
Yeah.
So you got to step in those moments, take accountability to let that dude know, like, hey, like this goes farther than just you. Like you gonna mess this up for this girl, you gonna mess this up for somebody else, like down the line, like, and you not gonna get no play out of this. Like I see that you trying to shoot your shot, but this ain't the way to do it, fam. So like, don't.
I hate when I be like out and I just see like. It's not to a point where like I want to stop it, but just like guys like do corny stuff that like can be seen as harassment to girls. Like when somebody say no, like that's no, fam. Like leave me alone.
Are y'all saying when you see that out in public, you should step in? Is that what you're saying?
It depends on the situation. It's not always a yes, and it's not always a no.
I think when it goes too far, yes. Like I remember one time specifically, me and Jay were leaving this bar in T-Town, and we saw this guy and this girl, like this guy was clearly trying to hop down, and this girl was with one of her friends, but he was clearly just trying to talk to one, and dude was like trying to talk to her, and she was like, no, I'm good. So at first me and Jay were like, all right, like dude's trying real hard, but we're not going to say nothing. Until it went a whole step further where she tried to walk away, and then now dude is grabbing on her, and then she curved him again, and he was like, bitch, I'll beat your ass. Then me and Jay immediately stopped and was like, nah, bro. And then like when he saw us standing there, he of course like she was able to get in her car and go away, and then he walked off. So I think it doesn't always have to go to that extreme, but I think we all are good judges of character. Like
I think that's different because there was like an immediate threat of violence.
I think that's it. When I feel like we don't not necessarily want to avoid confrontation, we just don't want to make something bigger
than what it is.
Like we don't want to make it a scene when it doesn't have to be, so people can continue to enjoy their night. But when there's an immediate threat of violence and a woman is obviously like fear, that's when a man should step in. But
it's not even. It's,
like I have some instances like where I just see some creep shit, and it's not to the point where I'm like, I'm not sure if I should step in or just let it like this dude he being corny.
Like you're saying, I do feel like certain things just aren't my business.
no, I agree, but
And I don't believe that
Like,
fear was a key word in your statement where that's why I feel like the line is kind of blurry because like I don't have to feel like for certain situations that could be weird and somebody's being harassed. They don't have to be in fear.
And I'm
you can be being harassed, but you're not scared. But it's just not like the attention that you want.
I think it's just it's a matter of just using your best judgment. Like if you out with a girl that you know, but y'all like aren't together, but you see like she's trying to leave the bar or she's trying to like just enjoy or get a drink by herself, and you just constantly see like this dude talking to her, like, and you can tell like you know her well enough to know like I know she probably not feeling this. Like step in and just act like you her boyfriend, just so that dude goes away.
I've had to do that before.
I've had to do that before. Like a dude was trying to hop down while we were leaving, and I literally was just like, "Come on, babe," like. And then as soon as we got out the door, like that was the end of it. But just to get her away from him, because I could tell she didn't want to be around him. But she wasn't scared for her life or anything like that. So I think it's just using your best
What's your
judgment.
opinion,
I think it's well. Go ahead, Cam.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I wouldn't do that in that situation. But that's just me.
I remember sophomore year, I was in Playhouse, and this dude looked like, I ain't gonna lie, this dude looked like kind of homeless. Like he was real dusty looking, and he was trying to hop down on one of my homegirls, and like he would not leave her alone, and she like obviously looked like, okay, I don't want you like bothering me anymore. So I just like stepped in. I was like, hey bro, she said she's cool, and he was just like, he got real aggressive. I was like, hey bro, you better calm. Like he was a lot smaller than me, but I was just like, hey bro, you better calm down. Like he had this angry look in his eye. He was like, I was like, I did not prepare to fight with nobody dusty tonight, because I was like, I don't know what he got on. He might have that thing on him.
See, that's why you got to see. That's why I'm like hesitant to do stuff like that. You don't know what people
Cam, you
carry
like
around.
6 feet tall. You better go beat somebody ass.
Man, I ain't gonna beat no gun ass. Like we're in Texas. Like what?
But at the same time, there's a way to do everything. Like you don't have to be hyper aggressive and be like, "Hey, nigga, like back the fuck up."
Hey, you don't have to, but sometimes people just
like
go there. Like you can be like, "Yo, bro, like this." Like,
Yeah, because that's what I did. I was like, hey bro,
like
bro,
didn't
she
even
cool.
come
She
the
said
wrong
she-
way.
Like, hey bro, she said she good.
See,
And
that's-
then
Hold on,
Exactly,
cuz, what
like-
you trying to do?
See,
I don't mess with people like that.
See, that's that's exactly why in that situation I wouldn't have approached the dude. I would have just act like the girl was my girl. Like 9 times out of 10,
Every situation is a it depends situation.
It is.
Like it's no preface to automatically yes.
That's why I don't go out by myself. That's why I go out y'all.
Yeah, you gotta go out.
Hey, well, either way, this might be.
Yeah, my problem is y'all problem. The fuck?
But either way, there's definitely, like Jay said, there's it depends situations. But these next things that T about to list are like, nigga, stop that shit.
Yeah, like this is
Like-
What's the name of the list? Stop being a weird ass nigga list.
Yeah, like
Hey,
here's
fam,
stop being a
hey,
stop
fam,
being a
chill.
weirdo. Stop being a fucking weirdo
Hey,
list.
fam, chill.
Like stop being corny. Like, and I like for dudes out there, if you stop being weird, you probably get more play.
Man,
If
what?
if you just played it cool, I guarantee you get more play.
Preserve the cool.
Preserve the damn cool.
It's crazy how much attention you get when you go out to enjoy yourself, and people actually see that and they want to enjoy themselves with you. Like they want to be a part of you. They're like, dang, they're really having fun.
Like
Let me go enjoy myself.
Like this weekend, we piped up every single place we went to
But
this weekend.
We was on like a
took
tour.
over.
We was on a tour
Took
around
over.
Dallas. We're gonna pipe everything up, and guess what? People resonated towards us. You don't got to be weird and do all this extra stuff to get a girl's attention.
But here's the first thing on the list: the old excuse me in the club trick.
Niggas love getting free feels.
Bruh, stop that shit. Stop trying to slide by and put like
That's harassment.
Straight up harassment. Like stop sliding by and putting your hand on a girl ass or like putting your whole meat on her butt. Like
Nigga be
And
trying
it's
to get
not,
out.
everybody know what's going on. It's not slick
right.
at all.
And she turn around, she's just like, the fuck?
Like
Like
nigga be trying to get by like that. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm my bad, girl.
like
My bad. Boy,
That's got to be a clip.
right.
definitely be a clue. Y'all definitely
But-
gonna
My
choose-
bad, my
Y'all
bad.
definitely need to see the YouTube for that one right there.
Bruh, like, and they be shocked like when a girl turn around and be like, oh, like dudes be like, oh my bad, like You knew what you was doing.
my bad. I didn't mean to have my meat all up on you like
My
that.
bad. My
Like,
meat was on you. My hand was damn near on your ass. My bad.
Right.
I ain't know.
My bad. I just squeezed your whole left butt cheek. It was I fully palmed that bitch.
Whoops.
Excuse me.
I was checking for my wallet. My bad. That was your ass.
I was checking for my wallet in your pants.
The next,
Come on,
stop DMing her.
bro.
Hey,
When you peep the dry replies, that's the moment.
The
you
dry
stop
replies, even the seen messages.
The DM.
After some time, after like some day, like just leave her alone.
even when it goes a few days, but it doesn't say seen, but you done seen that in all of those days she has responded to you. She'd been posting on IG
Let
or
it go,
putting on her
fam.
story. Like, bro, she saw it.
Bro, just
I
the let it go
promise you.
segment.
bruh,
Let it
Just
go.
let it go, bro.
bruh. Or even if you get the number. Let's say you get the number and you text, and she don't respond. That don't mean to keep.
Just let it
Like,
go, fam.
'Cause a lot of girls-
I give a 2 text courtesy after you don't respond. That's it.
Just let it go.
Because like a lot of girls nowadays give out their number just so they can be safe. Like, because a lot of dudes will be out here crazy.
Harassment.
Like, they say no, dude gonna keep trying. Or I know y'all done seen stories on Twitter where like girl got brutally assaulted because she told a guy no. So a lot of girls just be giving their numbers out
Now
just
to
to
come
be
to
safe.
dude's defense, we not saying that because a girl is hard to get that you shouldn't try. Because there are girls out here who play hard to get.
They like
because they want to
persistence.
see effort.
There-
but there's a fine line between showing consistency and then harassing.
But a
somebody.
girl who
Right.
knows that she just wants to see effort out of you will still give you enough attention to where you know
She knows
that's
she
what
like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
She
not
know how
about
to play the field.
She-
A girl
yeah,
is
she
not about to
moderates- she
leave you
moderates
on
the
red
attention.
for 3 days just to see if you gonna keep texting her. Like,
And if she does, I mean, that's kind of.
she's
childish.
childish and
I'm
you
just
should
gonna
let
let
her
it go.
go.
That's like,
Let her
hey,
go.
Let it go.
Let her go.
If you don't test me for 3 days and then you test me, I'm like, I was testing you. I'm not testing you no more.
Right. Ain't that a black song? Let her go. That who we talking about? Let her go.
What?
Black.
Oh,
Ain't that a
yeah.
black
Oh,
song? Let her
yeah.
go.
You said black song. I was thinking like,
I was like,
all black people.
My
What
bad.
black people song is that?
A 6 Black song.
Oh,
And
Sis
y'all,
Black.
y'all heard that.
Pronounced black. Yes, that guy.
Man,
What else on the weird nigga list?
it's just a dance, bro. Bruh, if she dance on you, that does not mean follow her around the rest of the night trying to get another dance. If she danced on you once, either she was just really enjoying herself or she looked back at you and was like, okay, he looks good enough to dance on.
You
And
just happen to be there.
you just happen to be there. Hey, at that point, you go with her flow. If she want to dance on you again, hey, you might have secured the bag.
If you think she
But if
cute,
not,
shoot your shot.
Yeah,
In the
if she
moment, like y'all just dance, that's cool. Shoot your shot.
hey,
It don't
shit.
go the best. Bet let her go.
right. If she turn her, let
Let her go
it-
like a dove in the wind. Just
Hey, you just be like,
you can see
hey.
her doing her in the club. Just let her go.
Right.
Just let her go.
Hey, it is what it is.
Right.
God damn,
Hey,
dudes be
hey.
so weird. Like, why are dudes so weird?
I think dudes need to understand that I don't know who said this, but Jay quotes it a lot about girls are like what buses,
Miss one, next 15,
15,
one
one
coming.
coming.
Stop harassing people.
like
I remember Gucci said that too.
Gucci did say that.
no,
That's what
I
heard.
know. I said I don't know who says it. He quotes it a lot. Like, I don't know who said it.
Yeah.
Like she might have been the baddest one in that bar, but like, bro, I'm telling you, guys, realize that operate with this mentality. If you get curved, just think of it as an L for her. She didn't get the opportunity
Yeah,
to
her
get to
loss.
know you.
Her L.
Her L.
You the catch.
Right.
Stop showing her that she was right to curve you.
Stop putting these girls on pedestals when they don't deserve it yet.
Facts.
Next, not every woman wants to dance on a man at the club. Some girls just go out and they want to dance with their girls.
Right. They
It is
shy.
what it
they
is, bruh.
Yeah, right.
I don't even think it's shy. Maybe they just don't want to dance on a dude.
Yeah,
like,
you don't gotta go to the club and want to dance with somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a whole
you
lot
want
of
to go to
different
enjoy
situations.
yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to just enjoy myself. I want to hear some good music.
Right.
So-
You don't got to be in there looking for nobody. You just
Bruh,
want to
if
hear
a
some
girl-
music and vibe
If a
out.
girl want to dance on you, she gonna dance on you, bro. I'm
Facts.
telling you. Like, it just gonna
People
happen,
know
bro.
what they want. If they want it, they're usually going to pursue it.
Facts.
If she wants to dance with you, she wants you to know, like, hey, like,
Hey, newsflash, fellas, a lot of these girls not as shy as they claim to be. Like, a lot of girls really be out here knowing exactly what they want.
They shy with y'all because y'all weird.
They see you walk in and they like,
Yeah,
oh,
but really-
I'm about to shoot my shot at him. Like, believe it or not, girls will shoot their shot too.
I done seen
they
girls
know
act shy around a weird guy, and then you can go talk to them. They just the friendliest person ever because they don't want you. Follow the signs.
Bro.
Read body language. Bro, read body language. Read facial expressions. All that matters. People be trying to overlook the body language and stuff like.
Bruh, no, like that's why you got to be clear. Like, hey, like let's say you do get a girl home or something like that. At a certain point, you be like, you need to, for real, like this point in time, you just need to ask like, hey, are you cool with this? Like, do you want to do this or anything like that? Like, and no means no, and like no answer doesn't mean yes. Like, you need to be clear. If she doesn't say yes, then no. Like, that's what it is. Like, just stop.
Hey, also, like, I actually, like, in real time just got this suggestion. They said guys really need to stop letting pride get in the way, in the sense of it's kind of like off topic because it's really not on no weird stuff.
No, I'll talk about that.
But a lot of guys will like listen to their friends or something like that, or something don't go their way, the way that they're used to letting it go, and they'll be like, oh no, like I ain't even gonna waste my time with this girl. Like, when really you just like, she just different.
Yeah, like
Than what you used to, and that could be a good thing.
Move at your own pace with that person. Like, it's okay to take advice, but like at the end of the day, it's what y'all have between each other. And if you want to move at this speed with this person, it might not be how you move at the speed with somebody else.
Stop letting your niggas say like, oh man, you ain't fuck yet. Like, get in the way to like where.
Oh, you spending money on her?
Like that, and
You
that,
wanna spend money
and
on
that's
her?
in the
Spend that money.
and that's in the sense of like hitting your pride. Like, your niggas coming at you sideways, like, because you ain't did what you normally do with a girl by this time. So now your pride is like, dang, this girl playing her. Like, she approved. Like, she might be, but that don't make her a bad girl at any point. Like, some girls just got standards, dog.
I think that just goes back to intentions, though. Like, a guy knows what he wants from the jump. If you just think it's a cool person, then sure, go on dates or whatever. Or y'all can just be like platonically going out on dates, and it's not about sex. Like,
That's
but
true.
if your intentions are like to have sex and that's all you're looking for, then
But a lot of guys don't live in their
Don't
truth.
do all that weird
But
shit.
a lot of guys don't live in their truth with girls or their friends. Like, some guys aren't as open to say like, hey bro, like, I'm not trying to fuck. Like,
Yeah,
it'd be
I'm
that
really,
pride
I'm
thing.
actually feeling this girl.
Like, I'm actually, because like,
so
you-
they be selling a dream.
not even selling a dream.
They be trying to-
It's protecting
they're
their
lying,
pride.
They're lying to their friends. Like, I'm not talking about lying to the girl. They might be 100% honest with the girl, but I know we've all seen girls who like, this dude is one way in my messages, but when he get around his homeboys, he's totally
Yeah,
different.
it's trying to protect
'Cause-
your pride.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
Are
Are you
yo,
talking to the girl? No, I ain't talking to her.
But-
yes, you
but-
are.
but all-
Like,
Well, I know you
be-
said
be-
you
be
love her,
sneaking.
boy.
oh,
Do
they
you
be
love her,
hiding.
son?
So they be at that point you hiding her. So you hiding her.
From your niggas, yeah, the
Not
people that
living in
actually
the truth.
matter. Now, because I can understand, I can get behind some people saying like, I don't want to do the whole social media thing. I get that, but like, I should be able to come to y'all and let you know exactly how I feel about this girl.
Yeah.
And even though y'all might throw out jokes, I think that also goes to like knowing
I've
your
always
friends.
known. Whenever you guys have ever had a significant other, we have always known who it is.
Before we said something, 9 times out of 10.
Yes, we know.
Because y'all just move differently.
We know when the plot is in full effect, when you are bearing down. We know when we know you're like, okay, I'm getting kind of serious, or this is my main. Like,
Yeah.
we
You see it.
know. So it's never like when she come around, it's never the switch up. But there is some dudes out here that don't be telling they niggas about they old lady.
Yeah.
And they old lady come around and you be
But I think
and
that
you be all awkward. You be awkward around your friends. You be like, "Hey, I'll be right back." And you be turning up with your friends the whole time. Then you be dipping back off and hanging out with your old lady. Like
they be
"Hey, what
like
you
they
want
be
to
like
do?"
that Tom.
Man, get out of here.
They be like that GIF from Tom and Jerry where Tom is like sliding out of the door.
Yeah, like
Sliding back to the good
Yeah.
side.
I think honestly though, that issue really just comes with how well you know your friends. Like, I know if I come to y'all and I'm like, hey man, I'm really feeling this girl, y'all might give me a joke or two, but at the end of the day, I know that y'all not like,
We ain't gonna give you.
y'all ain't seriously like, man, fuck that girl. Like, I know y'all not really doing that. So if I ever were to think that, like,
still be.
It's so funny. The jokes are a given.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
jokes
you
are
already
given.
know. You just prepared.
Nah,
Yeah, so I'm feeling
I
this
think-
girl. Aw, she ugly.
And I think I might give you the joke and boo.
I think I might be getting cuffed soon.
Aw, damn.
Like, I remember, like, when I got scammed, I remember the first thing that Cam said to me was, "Damn, so you broke, huh?" I was like, and then he was like,
Get well soon,
but
little
then he
bro.
was like, nah, but real talk, I hope everything going well. Let me know if you need anything. I was like,
Straight up.
that joke had to come.
I love
Poor
the joke.
poor.
Yeah, you poor. Then you hit him with the JK. I hope you good, Joe.
You need anything?
Right. But them jokes gotta come, man.
But
All in all, man, just
Stop being
communicate.
weird.
man.
communicate.
Communication is
Dude,
everything.
Bruh, every
Stop.
time we have a podcast, it always come back to communicate, man.
Hey, communicate. Stop being weird. Living your truth. Dudes, if you're a good, upstanding gentleman, look out for women when you go out. If they're getting harassed, you never know who may need it. You don't know what kind of life you could be saving. You don't know what kind of situation they're in. Just be there for somebody. Look out for
Be
other
role
people.
models.
Yeah, look out for people as human beings. Like, just straight up.
Like,
We got to become better humans.
just,
Yeah, in general.
just, and when it comes to standing up for women, just like Cam was saying, you got to use your best judgment. Don't put yourself in a position where, like, you know, like we said, niggas are crazy out here. So don't put.
All I'm saying is there's a lot of crazy folk out here
Yeah.
with a lot of crazy ideas and opinions and thoughts. So be
Right.
safe.
Just be
careful.
safe. Like,
Be smart.
And also, so ladies, with the things that I have listed or situations that you may have been in, please talk to us. Let us know how men can help or what you want men to do. Like, obviously, besides stop being fucking weirdos and stop being the aggressor, but let us know how men can step in and help. Let us know what you need from us going forward. That's the main thing, because a lot of times we don't listen to the women, and
It's
that's
about
what we
starting a
need.
conversation.
yeah, we really be talking shit on here, but like at the end of the day, we do hope that this kind of like changes ways of thoughts, like, or even just presents new ideas. So like, we want to have this engagement with y'all. Like, let us know if anything, if we put out this podcast and it changes how one dude acts, like that's making a difference. That's a success. So let us know so we can advocate more for y'all from a male's perspective, because sometimes y'all's opinion just kind of gets drowned out. So we trying to help.
We love our women. We all got mothers.
We all
sisters.
we respect womanhood to the best of our
brothers,
abilities.
aunties.
Yeah, respect womanhood to the best of our ability.
Facts.
What's up, my brothers and sisters?
My brothers.
Thank y'all for tuning in with us, though. Cam, what we outroing to today?
It's so fitting.
Is it?
Man.
Hey.
This that
Hey.
schoolboy.
Hey.
I was gonna say something. I forgot.
Hey, shout out to LeBron. He played his first preseason game as a Laker today. That is big news.
Wet that super.
He's not
deep
getting out
three.
the West.
Oh yeah, hey! Shout out to all y'all, man. We got over 900 views on our live.
Woo!
Man.
100.
Shout out to y'all, bro. We fuck with y'all the long way.
I
Hey,
swear.
we on SoundCloud, we on iTunes, we on everything.
But we
now, man.
everywhere. We trying to
We
go global.
official. We official. Hey, we appreciate
Big
y'all.
things in the works.
Hey, merch on the way.
Big things in the works.
Hey, merch on the way. Hey, y'all gotta mess with the merch when it come out for real.
We
Let us-
working on it. We
Let us know
working
what type of things y'all want to see.
Let us
Maybe
know. We gonna do it. We gonna give a giveaway too to a lucky fan. I got somebody in mind because they been hella loyal.
They've been
Super
riding with
loyal.
us from
Super
since day
Super
one.
loyal.
Well, she's getting something off rip. Like,
Yeah.
regardless, we might do another giveaway too.
We
Or
gonna
we
do
could-
three. Yeah, we gonna do three.
Keep the conversations up. If there's any topics y'all want us to talk about, definitely reach out to us on social media. Get that conversation started so we can make sure y'all opinions are heard.
And we out.